After 60, could the most painful diabetes symptoms silently rob your health like a thief in the night? Imagine your legs aching, your vision blurring, your sleep shattered, yet you think it's just age. Ignore these signals, and what starts as a nuisance can end with blindness, kidney failure, or losing your independence forever. Most seniors know about thirst or tiredness. Simple, right? But here's the shock, those aren't the real disruptors. The truth is, diabetes sneaks in with daily struggles so ordinary you never connect them. That's why this list is different. It ranks the 12 most painful, daily life-breaking signs from mild to life-threatening, not the usual symptoms you've heard 100 times. Think of the nights you drag yourself out of bed to use the bathroom again. The mornings where your head pounds before coffee. The sting in your feet when you walk across the living room. These aren't just inconveniences. They're warnings that your body's balance is cracking under diabetes stress. And the most dangerous one? Number 1 on this list is a symptom so severe, research shows it leads to amputations in nearly 1 out of 4 untreated seniors with diabetes. I'll reveal that shocking sign at the very end, because missing it could cost more than your mobility, it could cost your life. So let's dive in, starting with number 12, the first painful sign that may already be disrupting your daily life. Number 12, dry mouth, desert at night. It begins when your throat feels like sandpaper, the tongue sticking to the roof of your mouth as if you had crossed a desert in your sleep. Then every sip of water becomes a restless ritual, breaking the night into fragments. Seniors after 60 often think it's just the heater, or age playing tricks, but in fact this dry mouth is one of the painful symptoms of diabetes that erodes health night after night. In fact, the cause lies in excess glucose drawing fluid out of your tissues. The salivary glands slow down, leaving no protective moisture. The body begs for water, kidneys pull harder, and sleep dissolves into endless trips to the kitchen. Therefore the risk multiplies. Short-term, dehydration makes mornings heavy, lips cracked, voice hoarse. Long-term, the mouth turns into an open gate for infection, gum disease, tooth loss, even fungal growth. According to studies, over 40% of seniors with poorly controlled diabetes report chronic dry mouth, and many link it to accelerated tooth decay. To reduce immediately, keep a small spray bottle of water at your bedside. Mist your mouth, hold the moisture for a few seconds, swallow slowly. Another trick is sugar-free lozenges. The sucking motion wakes up the glands, bringing instant relief. To adjust habits, avoid caffeine or alcohol before bed. Sit upright for a minute after sipping water, then return to sleep more comfortably. Gentle jaw stretches, opening, closing, moving side to side, done for 30 seconds can also stimulate flow. Keep the bedroom cooler, add a humidifier, or simply place a damp towel near the heater. And to give yourself control, breathe through your nose for 10 deep counts whenever the dryness strikes. This simple act calms the urge and saves your throat from burning. But that's only the beginning. The next sign strikes not just the mouth, but your entire night's rest. Number 11, frequent night urination, broken sleep clock. A sudden pull wakes you up, the bladder screaming louder than any alarm. The room is dark, your body heavy, yet the urge drags you from bed again and again, as if the night itself were cut into pieces. Next comes the routine no one wants, slippers on, shuffling to the bathroom, eyes half closed, heart pounding at the thought of another broken rest. Seniors over 60 may laugh it off as just age, but this repeated bathroom march is another painful symptom of diabetes quietly stealing health. Behind it, the science is clear. Elevated glucose spills into urine, and like a sponge, it pulls water from your tissues. The kidneys overwork, filtering round after round, while your body grows weaker with each flush of precious fluid. Soon the consequences creep in. Short-term, mornings feel like fog, your energy drained before the day even begins. With time, dehydration thickens the blood, raising blood pressure and stressing the heart. Research shows seniors with uncontrolled diabetes who wake more than 3 times nightly have nearly double the risk of kidney complications. For quick relief, sip a small glass of water earlier in the evening and taper intake 2 hours before bed. Keep a sturdy nightlight so you move safely, reducing falls in the dark. Try a gentle ankle flex or calf stretch before sleep. 30 seconds is enough to ease circulation and calm the bladder's signals. Shift habits by avoiding sugary drinks or heavy meals late at night. Your kidneys won't have to fight so hard. Adjust your environment too: cooler bedroom, supportive mattress, easy bathroom access. Even placing a chair midway on the path gives reassurance when fatigue weighs you down. And if you want something simple you can do right now, pause before lying back down, take 5 deep breaths through the nose, and feel the calm return to your chest. Still, compared to the sign waiting ahead, this restless bathroom journey is only a shadow of what's to come. Number 10. Burning feet, fire on the floor. It starts like walking on glowing coals, the soles prickling, sizzling, as though sparks crawl under the skin. Then the sensation builds at night, forcing seniors after 60 to rub their feet against the sheets, searching for coolness that never lasts. The burning flares, disappears, and returns like an unwelcome drumbeat through the night. In fact, the nerves are under attack. Excess glucose injures the tiny fibers that carry messages of touch and pain. The protective coat of the nerves wears thin, leaving them raw and screaming with every signal. Therefore the danger is real. Short term, the pain disturbs sleep, drains energy, and triggers mood swings. Long term, damaged nerves lose their voice, meaning injuries go unnoticed. Studies show nearly 50% of seniors with diabetes neuropathy report foot ulcers that began from unnoticed small cuts. To reduce immediately, soak feet in warm, not hot, water for 5 minutes, then pat dry gently. The warmth relaxes, the routine comforts. Slip on padded cotton socks, soft as a cushion, before lying down. To shift habits, elevate legs for 2 minutes before sleep, easing circulation and calming nerve signals. Small ankle rolls, 5 each side, relax tension in calves and soothe the burning. Adjust the environment by keeping the bedroom cool, avoiding tight blankets that trap heat. And for control in the moment, press each sole lightly with your palm for 10 slow breaths. It grounds the fire, turning flame into a quiet ember. But soon you'll see, there's a sign ahead that doesn't burn, it blinds. Number 9. Blurred vision, foggy window. A page in the morning paper turns into a blur, letters melting like ink in the rain. Driving feels like steering through fog, the world around you softening into uncertain outlines. Then the frustration sets in. Glasses don't fix it. Rubbing the eyes makes no difference. Seniors with diabetes realize their health is slipping, yet the reason isn't aging, it's unstable blood sugar. In fact, glucose swells the lens of the eye, changing its shape. Fluid shifts distort focus, and the retina struggles to capture sharp images. What should be crisp becomes smeared, like looking through frosted glass. Therefore the risk goes far beyond annoyance. Short-term, blurred vision threatens daily safety, walking curbs, climbing stairs, reading labels. Long-term, the silent damage scars the retina. Research from the American Diabetes Association shows diabetic retinopathy is the leading cause of blindness after 60, affecting nearly 1 in 3 seniors with diabetes. To reduce immediately, rest the eyes for 1 full minute, close them, place cool palms gently, breathe slowly. The relief is small but real. Sip water and blink deliberately 10 times, hydration and tears refresh the dry film. To change habits right away, reduce screen brightness at night, and add a soft lamp when reading. Gentle eye rolls, up, down, side to side, done twice before bed ease strain. Adjust environment with larger print books, magnifying glasses, or high-contrast lighting so tasks feel safer. And in moments of fear, remind yourself, every blink is a reset, each pause is protection. Yet even blurred sight is not the scariest signal, the next symptom strikes without warning, draining strength from the core. Number 8. Fatigue after meals, energy crash. A plate of food turns into a thief, stealing strength instead of giving it. After lunch or dinner, the eyelids grow heavy, the limbs drag as if chains were tied around them. Then comes the wave of exhaustion. Seniors over 60 slump in their chairs, too drained to talk, too weak to walk. The meal that should bring joy ends in frustration. In fact, when blood sugar spikes, insulin rushes to push glucose into cells. The surge overwhelms the system, leaving muscles starved of steady fuel. Oxygen delivery falters, and the brain signals drowsiness as energy slips away. Therefore the consequences pile up quickly. Short-term, daily life is interrupted, you nap instead of playing with grandkids. Long-term, constant crashes wear down the heart and heighten risks for dementia. Clinical studies reveal nearly 60% of seniors with uncontrolled diabetes report post-meal fatigue as a predictor of cardiovascular stress. To reduce immediately, stand and stretch arms overhead for 30 seconds, blood circulation quickens, and the fog lifts. Take a slow walk around the room, even 2 minutes, to steady glucose swings. To change habits, break meals into smaller portions, chew slower, and drink a glass of water before eating. Adjust your environment by using a supportive chair with upright posture, preventing the slump that worsens fatigue. Keep curtains open for daylight, the light itself wakes brain signals. And for a simple instant fix, inhale deeply 3 times through the nose, exhale slowly, the breath fuels the body when energy fails. But soon you'll see, fatigue is nothing compared to a wound that refuses to heal. Number 7, slow healing cuts, silent trap. A small nick from shaving or a scrape from the garden lingers longer than it should, the skin stubbornly open, refusing to close. Then frustration mixes with fear. Days pass, yet the wound remains raw, tender, sometimes oozing. For a senior with diabetes, even a paper cut can feel like a door left unlocked for danger. In fact, high glucose stiffens blood vessels, slowing circulation. White blood cells crawl sluggishly, unable to fight bacteria. Collagen repair is delayed, so skin stays fragile, thin as wet paper. Therefore the danger escalates. Short-term, infection sets in easily, swelling and redness spreading. Long-term, untreated wounds progress to ulcers, threatening amputation. Research shows 15% of people with diabetes develop foot ulcers, and nearly 1 in 5 of those end in major limb loss. To reduce immediately, wash the cut gently with lukewarm water, pat dry, and cover with a clean breathable bandage. Reapply daily to shield it from germs. Elevate the foot or hand for a few minutes, swelling drains, healing quickens. To shift habits, inspect feet and hands every evening under bright light, and trim nails carefully to avoid hidden injuries. Gentle calf raises, 10 times, improve blood flow to the skin. Adjust environment by wearing cushioned shoes indoors, clearing clutter that may cause accidental scrapes. And for control right now, keep a small antiseptic wipe in your pocket. A few seconds of care can stop infection before it starts. Yet even wounds that linger are not the final threat, the next sign spreads from the fingertips inward, tingling like an invisible current. Number 6, tingling fingers, electric sparks. A strange sensation flickers through your hands, like tiny sparks dancing beneath the skin. The fingertips buzz, the grip weakens, and even holding a teacup feels uncertain. Next, the tingling grows relentless. It shows up when writing a note, fastening buttons, or simply resting on the arm of a chair. Seniors after 60 often dismiss it as stiffness, but diabetes makes every flicker a warning signal. At that time, nerves are under siege. Elevated glucose damages their protective coating, leaving the fibers exposed, firing chaotic messages. The blood vessels that nourish them narrow, like clogged pipes, starving the tissue. Therefore the danger cannot be ignored. Short-term, daily tasks become clumsy, dropping keys, spilling drinks. Long-term, sensation fades entirely, and unnoticed injuries spiral into infections. Data from the CDC reveals nearly half of seniors with diabetes develop some form of neuropathy in the hands or feet. To reduce immediately, soak hands in warm, not hot, water for 2 minutes, then massage each finger gently. Circulation revives, easing the buzz. Grip a soft stress ball, squeeze 5 times, release slowly, it strengthens and calms. To shift habits, pause every hour if you knit, type, or hold a phone, stretching fingers wide and curling them into fists. Simple exercises retrain the nerves. Gentle wrist circles, 3 each way, loosen stiffness and invite blood flow. To adjust the environment, choose utensils and pens with larger handles, reducing strain. Keep rooms warm, cold air stiffens nerves and worsens tingling. Wear cotton gloves at night for warmth and comfort. And to give yourself instant control, place palms together, press lightly, and breathe out for 10 counts. The pressure grounds the static, the breath settles the fear. Yet compared to the storm gathering in the mind, tingling fingers are only the sparks before lightning strikes. Number 5, sudden mood swings, storm inside. Emotions flip without warning, calm one moment, irritable the next, as though a storm brews behind the eyes. Loved ones step back, unsure if they face laughter or anger. Then the swings hit daily life. Conversations turn sharp, patience runs thin, and even minor noise feels unbearable. For a senior living with diabetes, this inner turbulence is more than just age. In fact, glucose instability shakes the brain's chemistry. Surges and crashes disrupt serotonin and dopamine, the very signals that steady mood. The nervous system reels, struggling to balance hormones under constant assault. Short-term, relationship strain. Family feels the distance, arguments erupt over small things. Long-term, mood disorders emerge, anxiety, depression, even cognitive decline. Studies show seniors with poorly controlled diabetes are twice as likely to develop major depressive episodes. To reduce immediately, take a glass of water and sip slowly. Hydration steadies blood flow to the brain. Place one hand on the chest, inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 6, nerves calm, tension eases. To change habits, eat balanced snacks, nuts, yogurt, vegetables, instead of sugar-heavy foods that swing glucose violently. To release pent-up tension, walk in place for 2 minutes, lifting knees gently, blood sugar shifts, mood steadies. To adjust the environment, keep soft light in the room, reduce harsh noise, and surround yourself with calming objects like a favorite photo. A warm blanket across the lap signals safety to the body. And for a simple instant step, repeat a reassuring phrase aloud, I am steady, I am safe, 3 times. The sound anchors emotions, pulling them back to calm waters. But the storm within is still not the peak, the next sign drapes itself silently on the skin, revealing what the blood tries to hide. Number 4, dark neck patches, hidden collar mark. A mirror glance shocks you. The skin around the neck looks shadowed, as though dirt lingers no soap can wash away. The patch spreads slowly, velvety, darker than the rest of your skin. Then embarrassment creeps in. Seniors after 60 may tug at collars, avoid open neck shirts, fearing others will notice. The change feels cosmetic, but it is the skin whispering a deeper warning. At that time, insulin floods the bloodstream yet fails to open the cell doors. The excess hormone pushes skin cells to grow faster, thickening and darkening folds around the neck, armpits, even groin. Like ink staining fabric, the body leaves marks of its struggle. Therefore the risk goes beyond appearance. Short term, the patches lower confidence, discouraging social contact. Long term, they point to severe insulin resistance, the core driver of type 2 diabetes. Research notes that nearly 90% of seniors who develop acanthosis nigricans already have prediabetes or diabetes complications. To reduce immediately, cleanse the area with a mild scrub and apply unscented moisturizer. The smooth texture soothes irritation and reduces the heavy feeling. Slip on a soft cotton scarf for comfort and protection from friction. To shift habits, lower intake of sugary drinks at dinner, insulin surges at night accelerate the patches. Gentle neck stretches, tilt left, right, forward, back, 5 times each, improve blood and oxygen flow to skin. To adjust the environment, use looser collars and avoid tight necklaces that rub and inflame the fold. Keep rooms cool to limit sweat that worsens discoloration. And for an instant feeling of control, apply a chilled damp cloth for 30 seconds, the cool touch relieves heat and irritation. But darker skin patches are only the surface, the next sign strikes deeper, restless, and disrupts the body's very rhythm of rest. Number 3, restless legs at night, midnight prison. The bed should be a haven, yet your legs refuse to stay still. They twitch, crawl, demand movement, as though invisible ants march beneath the skin. Sleep slips further away each time you shift. Then the night becomes a prison. Seniors after 60 toss and turn, frustrated, exhausted, unable to explain why their own body betrays them when rest is most needed. At that moment, nerves cry out from damage. High glucose wears down their insulation, disrupting dopamine signals that calm muscle activity. Circulation slows, and the legs rebel, restless like caged animals. Therefore the consequences grow heavy. Short-term, nights fragment, leaving mornings foggy and weak. Long-term, chronic insomnia raises blood pressure, strains the heart, and fuels depression. Studies reveal that up to 20% of seniors with diabetes experience restless leg syndrome, and those who do face higher risks of neuropathy progression. To reduce immediately, stretch calves by placing heels against the floor, leaning forward for 30 seconds. The pull quiets the nerves. Massage thighs with both palms in circular motions for 1 minute, bringing warmth and calm. To shift habits, avoid caffeine or nicotine after sunset, both ignite nerve activity. Snack lightly on magnesium-rich foods like nuts or spinach to feed muscles. Gentle ankle rotations in bed, 10 circles each way, release trapped tension. To adjust the environment, keep the room cooler, use breathable sheets, and place a pillow under knees to support posture. Soothing background noise, like a fan's hum, distracts the brain from the crawling urge. And to take charge right now, press legs firmly against the mattress for 10 seconds, then release. The contrast signals relief to the muscles. Yet even restless legs cannot compare to what comes next. The body's defenses collapse, leaving doors wide open for infections that refuse to leave. Number 2, recurrent infections, unwanted guests. They come back again and again, itchy rashes, burning urination, red swollen skin, as if your body had left its front door wide open for unwanted guests. The relief after treatment never lasts long, and soon the same intruder knocks again. Then daily routines unravel. A senior after 60 may skip church, cancel visits with friends, or even stay in bed, embarrassed by recurring discomfort. The cycle of infection feels endless, like a record stuck on repeat. At that stage, high glucose becomes a feast for microbes. Sugar fuels bacteria and fungi, helping them multiply with frightening speed. The immune cells, sluggish from constant exposure to sugar, fail to fight back. Like soldiers without weapons, they watch invaders take over. Therefore the threat grows larger. Short-term, infections drain energy, disturb sleep, and spread rapidly. Long-term, untreated outbreaks lead to kidney damage, sepsis, or permanent skin scarring. Medical data shows seniors with uncontrolled diabetes face infection risks 3 times higher than those with stable blood sugar. To reduce immediately, cleanse affected skin with mild soap and lukewarm water, then pat dry carefully. Apply an over-the-counter antifungal cream or soothing ointment to calm irritation. Drink a full glass of plain water to flush sugar and bacteria from the urinary tract. To change habits, wear breathable cotton underwear, switch damp clothes quickly, and avoid sugary snacks that feed the problem. Gentle walking, even 5 minutes, boosts circulation and empowers immune defenses. To adjust the environment, keep bedrooms cool and dry. Moisture creates a playground for fungi. Use separate towels, wash linens in hot water weekly, and let sunlight stream in. Sunlight is nature's disinfectant. And for instant action, keep a small pack of alcohol wipes handy. cleaning hands and surfaces can break the infection loop right away. But if infections are persistent, brace yourself, because the final symptom in this list can strip away freedom altogether, leaving scars deeper than skin. Number 1, foot ulcers, the silent threat. It begins with something small, a blister from tight shoes, a scratch from the garden. Yet instead of healing, the spot deepens, darkens, and turns into an open sore that refuses to close. Soon the wound becomes a burden. Every step is a stab, shoes rub raw, and seniors after 60 find themselves limping, afraid to walk even short distances. The ulcer becomes more than pain, it becomes a prison. At that moment, the science is grim. High glucose stiffens blood vessels, starving tissues of oxygen. Damaged nerves fail to signal pain, so injuries go unnoticed until infection festers. The skin breaks down, and what looked like a small crack becomes a crater. Therefore the danger is devastating. Short-term, walking weakens, daily independence fades. Long-term, untreated ulcers spiral into gangrene, bone infection, and amputation. According to the American Diabetes Association, 1 in 4 seniors with diabetes develops foot ulcers, and nearly 20% of those require limb removal. To reduce immediately, rinse wounds gently with saline or lukewarm water, cover with a sterile bandage, and elevate the foot for 15 minutes. Slip on wide, cushioned slippers that prevent rubbing. Use a soft pillow under the calf at night to ease swelling. To shift habits, inspect feet daily with a hand mirror, checking even the soles and between toes. Clip nails carefully, moisturize skin, and never ignore redness. Gentle ankle flexes, 10 times, stimulate circulation. To adjust environment, wear seamless socks, avoid walking barefoot, and keep sharp objects off the floor. Prepare a simple foot care kit at home, antiseptic, gauze, and tape. And for immediate peace of mind, schedule routine podiatry checks. Knowing a professional is watching keeps the worst at bay.